So again, my name's Darren. Officially in the marketing field, but have been involved in cryptocurrency since 2017, and obviously a huge passion of mine. And that's why I'm presenting this today. So here we are, the Bitcoin TAF income opportunity. What is Bitcoin TAF? So Bitcoin TAF stands for Bitcoin Trend and Forecast, and it is owned and operated by a guy called Marius Langman. He is a South African and he specializes in the oil and gas industry. And his background is algorithm analysis. So what he would do is he would be hired from Shell and Exxon and those big oil companies, and he would essentially go and do risk analysis on these sites. And they would pay him to sort of analyze what the percentage chance is for injury. And he would present the data and they would make decisions with insurance, etc., using his data. And Marius one day thought, how can I apply this to the stocks or crypto? So what he did is he goes and takes data from the share market, like the Dow Jones, your Apple, your Microsoft. He takes silver, gold, commodities trading. He takes market sentiment, social media, whole heap of different factors. I think he uses about 14 variables, and he puts it into an algorithm that outputs data, essentially showing you the market direction and the trend. So with that, him and his wife, Wendy Landman, did really well in early 2016. They actually went and borrowed money from the bank and were able to double it, pay the bank back in no time, and essentially found how useful algorithm analysis for trading can be. And I'll tell you now, Marius's data beats any trader using basic trading analysis 99 times out of 100. So they officially started what was mariuslandman.com, which turned into Bitcoin Trend and Forecast. And here we are today with Bitcoin TAF. I know that might be a little bit confusing. There is 3 websites, but I'm talking about Bitcoin TAF. It is different to his traditional website, Bitcoin Trend and Forecast. Essentially, they are the industry leaders in producing accurate predictions. They have called numerous highs and lows in the market. For instance, the high earlier this year in May, Marius got that. And I'll show you something else later called the HODLNOTS, which also would have given you a warning sign, allowing you to protect yourself from a 40% drop that followed very shortly. They operate with the motto, use the data, experience it, and then share it. And that's sort of why Bitcoin TAF is different to the old site, Bitcoin Trend and Forecast, is because this encourages sharing. It rewards you for sharing the data. And I'll show you more of that shortly. They very much aim to be the Amazon of cryptocurrencies. So essentially like your one-stop shop for data training and education, cryptocurrency related. So anything from scalp trading, day trading, long-term trades, Elliott wave theory, Fibonacci, day trade signals, everything cryptocurrency related, they've gone and put in one place. So you can upskill yourself, you can train, you can educate yourself and be really well equipped when it comes to cryptocurrency trading. So that's sort of why Bitcoin TAF was formed. And essentially the difference between Bitcoin Trend and Forecast and Bitcoin TAF is this is now a binary affiliate marketing system that's designed to reward you. We'll get on more on that soon. So why would you sign up with us? You need to be referred into Bitcoin TAF. And Pipdal is a preferred partner of Bitcoin TAF. So they're our preferred crypto trading partner. And essentially why is that good for you as a Pipdal member is because we are right at the top of their binary tree. And you might, I don't know your understanding of affiliate marketing, but being at the top of the binary tree is very, very important because it's all about business volume. And for us, I've personally seen it. Pipdal was placed in the top left leg under Marius himself. So we are right at the top. It's a very good place. And all of our members, so far we got 50 members in Bitcoin TAF now under Pipdal. All of those members are contributing to volume upwards. So the sooner you get in, the better it will be. Bitcoin TAF officially launched in the middle of July, and it will be available in almost every country around the world. And incredibly enough, they even have permission to operate in China. Cryptocurrency in China don't usually go well, unless it's the digital one, but Marius has written approval to operate in China. So that's a huge, huge thing for China because that's a massive market there. Tens of thousands of members waiting to gain access to this tool, and this is very true. There is a major business partner that Marius has onboarded. I can't tell you who. Some of you might know, but I can't say that right now. But they have about 50,000 members waiting to go in here. There's about 7,000 in to date. It really is, whilst it's providing education and the ability to upskill and become a better trader, this is a great business in a business tool. And whilst this is not a sales pitch, this is just simply showing you guys that you can earn money while upskilling yourself. And there's a guy that I've been with since 2017 in Bitcoin TAF and Bitcoin Trend and Forecast, the original. His name's Bill Nolan, and he's earning 30,000 US dollars a month through this system. So you can upskill yourself and you can earn an income. Very powerful. Signing up is 100% free. Obviously, the subscriptions cost money, but you can seal your spot within the binary tree for 100% free. And I highly recommend, even if you're not interested in purchasing a subscription, just signing up and holding your position within the binary tree could be very valuable in the next six months to 2 years because of how high we are. You might be able to sell your position to someone else, for really good money. And yeah, Matthew, it is 100% free. So I'll provide the link at the end of the presentation. I just encourage everyone to sign up. Yeah, long-term trade reports, showing the trend and direction of the market. You can learn about Elliott wave theory, very important for determining retracements in the market. But seriously, there is so much that they offer and it's ever growing. I mean, they only launched in July. And when you have a look at the website, there's so much up there. So their motto, learn, share, and earn. The power really does lie within you. Sign up is free. And the potential here is you can have free subscriptions with Bitcoin TAF by just signing up a few members yourself. So to give you some idea, their long-term trade reports, month by month, is about $49 a month. And that might sound like a lot of money and you might not be able to justify that. But when I show you some of the data in the next few slides, you'll sort of see how valuable this can be for your crypto portfolio, as well as your precious metals and your Dow Jones. Marius does touch on those as well. But seriously, if you sign up 3 or 4 members, you pay for your subscription and then it's a free subscription. So you're helping someone else that might be a friend or a family and you get a free subscription. It's really a no-brainer. And it's, it's not just the case of having a free subscription. You seriously can earn a massive income from this. Like I said, Bill Nolan literally earns 30,000 US dollars a month. And that's just one of his crypto businesses. So, yeah, like I say here, earning income out of the model is just a bonus. The quality of the reports and trading education is literally second to none. You can go and pay thousands of dollars. There's a day trader that's I've known for a little while. I inquired with him to mentor me, and he does do mentorship, but he does about 20 people a month, and he wanted 12,000 US dollars for his mentorship. So you'll see how affordable this is compared to that. And I can tell you 12,000 is not the most I've heard of. If you want more information on Bitcoin TAF, I will post this link in. This sort of just gives you a rundown on how the platform operates, how you can earn money. It sort of just gives you a nice overview. So I will post that link at the end of the presentation. So I will be talking about 2 different subscriptions that Bitcoin TAF has on offer. The first is the long-term trade reports by Marius. So long-term strategies are normally called swing trades, and they usually consist over, somewhere between 7 to 90 days. And essentially these reports will show you the direction of the coins and what sort of price targets you can expect, what sort of lows, and the average movement you can expect. You get access to private informative reports, and they consist of, excuse me, the large cap coins. So we're not going to go, he doesn't go and touch on coins that are outside the top 100. And he sort of does have coins that he favors more so than others. But you'll see he touches on about 40, and he has like foundation coins and he's got small cap coins, but he touches on about 40 a week. He releases 2 to 3 PDF reports / recorded videos per week, depending on market activity. So right now, the market is a little bit more volatile. Bitcoin's sitting at $45,000. Apologies if you can hear my cat, he is meowing. Yeah, like it's been a little bit more volatile, so he might release 2 or 3 reports this week. But if Bitcoin's heading in an upwards direction and everything's correlating to his algorithm, he might just do 1 report a week. He also does do a live webinar on Friday morning at 7 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, where he will go through the charts live and you can ask questions. It's really good. He usually gets about 600 members on that call. No lock-in contracts, fast service. So you get immediate access once your payment is made. Dedicated staff 24/7 on Bitcoin TAF. And the beauty is, if you already have cryptocurrency, you can pay for your subscriptions, not just with your credit card, but with certain cryptos like USDT, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Digibyte. So your common coins. So here we have the long-term trade reports. Now, this is just a snippet I took early August, I believe. And I wasn't going to reveal the data here, but just because I took this screenshot earlier on, I'm going to tell you what coin this was. Some of you might see there, it says ADA USD. This was ADA, and this was his predictive algorithm back in early August. Now, it was roughly trading at $1.24 US, and he had a target of $3.60 here, right? This main blue line that you see here is your average algorithm line. This one here is more specific. So what this is essentially showing you, this is your trend. Excuse me one second. So this is the overall direction the coin is going in, and this is your sort of your short-term direction. So this was showing you, you're going to come up, you're going to come down and touch this resistance line here, which was about $1, and then you're going to start making your way up. He had a target here of $3.66. Now, I can't remember exactly, but ADA went to about $3.30, if I can remember correctly. So it was about 35 cents off 2 months in advance. 2 months ago, if I was to tell you that ADA was going to go up to 330 US dollars, you probably would have said I'm crazy, because that was almost a 300% increase. His data picked this up. He had the upper price target here of $6.79. And whilst that hasn't played out this run, that will play out next run. You will see ADA will go up to about $7 in the next move. I'll give you a little bit of a hint on that later. So yeah, your blue line is your predictive algorithm. You get your overall trend and your more specific trend here. Point 10 shows you where you should start taking your profit. So you can see here, he predicted 1, 2, 3, all the way up to point 10 here. And your black price target up here is sort of your upper limit of the coin's potential. So you would start taking profits from here all the way through here. And one strategy we like to use is laddering out. So you don't take your full portfolio out here. You might take 10%, 10%, 10%, and you would sort of be all out by this point. It's a good strategy to have. This sort of data, whilst this is just the graph itself, he always will give you a paragraph just sort of outlining what the coin's going to do and what you can expect. You can expect this for over 40 big cap cryptos every week, multiple times a week, depending on the market activity. He also gives you algorithm analysis on the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, gold, silver, total market cap, Bitcoin dominance, all of that he provides reports for. And it's truly very powerful data, and it's really very, very accurate. The next product or the subscription that I'll talk about today is the HODLNOTS scalp trading course. Now, I've introduced Marius. Marius's partner, Wendy, owns and operates this course. So Marius is long-term trade reports, and Wendy is very much short-term. It's called scalp trading. Scalp trading is done on the, believe it or not, the 1 second, more commonly on the 1 minute through to 1 hour. So these are trades done on the short term. They're not like your long-term trades where you might buy and hold for a month or 2 or 3 months, 5 years, whatever your strategy is. These are emotionless trades. This you buy because you want to make money here and now. You don't care what coin you're trading. You follow the indicators, and if you get the buy signals and the indicators line up, you enter it, you make your money, you get out. That's what scalp trading is. So this course, they teach you how to make profitable, quick scalp trades. And from member reviews, I think this is on the conservative side, but they're averaging about 8% per day, depending on the market. Right now, Bitcoin's sort of in a lull, sort of in a downtrend. So obviously your altcoins aren't performing, but soon enough, the market will turn, will break all-time highs, and these altcoins are going to pop off like popcorn. You learn the HODL not mentality. So you go through 5 times 1 hour, typically about 1.5 hours, training sessions. Now, these are done with Wendy herself, and they go over Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And that's one-on-one with Wendy. You go through the different indicators, you go through some trading strategies, you go through the HODL nut indicator, which I'll show you soon. And then the following week, you get 5 extra days of support with the HODL nut trainers. So Wendy has a big team around the world that are there 24/7 in a dedicated Telegram group, and they are there as your support network to help you master this scalp trading course. They also teach you some more advanced techniques and go over some different stuff like candle patterns and that sort of stuff. The HODL not scalp trading course is conducted once per month. It's usually at the start of the month. I spoke to Wendy the other day, and I think the next course is on the 4th of October. So that'll be the first Monday of October. They give you the inside scoop on how to set up your TradingView account. If you don't know what TradingView is, it's sort of a trader's arsenal. It's where you equip all your indicators. You get to look at all your different coins. You can set alerts. You've got a watch list. It's where you can monitor your cryptocurrency. And that's where you sort of make your decisions. You look in your TradingView, and then you go to your exchange and you execute buying and selling coins there. You get access to the HODLnator part of this course. Now, that's not going to sound like a lot, but you'll see how powerful this is in the next slide. Essentially, the HODLnator is about 15 different indicators built into one. And it's done in such a manner, and it can be down like so simplified that it will give you buy and sell tags, no matter what time frame you're on. You could be on the 1 second to the 1 month, and it will tell you when to buy and when to sell with incredible accuracy. The HODLnator can't be purchased by itself. Wendy's rule, you have to do the trading to get the indicator. And the reason she does that is because she wants you to be successful. She wants you to know how to trade, to use the HODLnator to reassure your trades. So that's sort of why you can't buy it by itself. There is a indicator out there called Market Cipher, very popular with professional traders. It costs you $1,200 US to buy, and you get no training. So they give you an indicator and you have to figure it out. And I can tell you now, I personally purchased that. And whilst it is a good indicator, without training, it's like having a gun and being able to shoot compared to someone that has a license and a professional being able to shoot. 2 different ball games. And when you're playing with your money, you want to make sure that you can execute properly. And that's why the training is so important. Another major benefit is the HODLNOTS Academy is constantly improving. They're ever adapting. They're introducing new strategies, new indicators every single month. And once you've paid for your membership, you get access for the rest of your life. You can participate in every month's training if you so wish. And that allows you to upskill with your scalp trading knowledge for the rest of your life. It's really, really good. Most times you pay for an education course, you get a once-off and that's it. If you want to do it again, you have to pay again. Not with this course. One-time payment and you get a lifetime of trading. The true value with scalp trading is the freedom and the ability to profit 24/7, 7 days a week in a market that never sleeps. And that might sound a bit salesy, but it is very true. You might work, 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. You go to sleep, you're waking up at midday. That could be your time to trade. For me, I finish at 5 o'clock and I can trade when I get home. I trade on the weekends, sort of whenever it suits me. Sometimes I'm tired after work and I won't do it. Sometimes on the weekend I put in a couple of hours, I trade, I make good money. And that's the beauty. It's the freedom to have an income or make money whenever you please. You conduct emotionless trades following the fundamentals taught in the course. Now, this is a very foreign concept to most people because people are playing with their real money. There's emotion tied to this. A lot of people are passionate about certain coins, like there's a huge following in XRP. But when it comes to scalp trading, you're completely emotionless. Like I said in the beginning, if the indicators are pointing in the right direction, you enter that trade, you are simply in it to make money. You don't care what the coin is, you're there to make money, and that is it. You can literally make a living. You can replace your day job by earning money on your own terms. And the best example is I live in this house with my roommate. I got him to do this course with me in August, and he has since quit his job. He has a daily target of making at least 200 US a day, and that is his income. And that equates to over 100,000 US a year by sitting at home trading for a few hours a day. Some days he kills it. In his first trade, he might make 6, 7, 800 US dollars, and then he doesn't have to do anything for the rest of the day or the rest of the week. You know, it's incredible. It's powerful. And of course, the other benefit is you get the HODLnator. And I'll show you what that is in the next slide. Again, money can't buy addition to the course for life. There is no subscriptions. Once you pay for the course and you do the training, the indicator is yours for life. I say that there. Wendy won't sell the indicator by itself. You also gain access to the lounge with over 400, it's now about 500 graduated HODLNOTS. So this is an open community where people talk about coins that are running meaning moving up, different trading strategies, whole heap of things. It's your support network of graduated HODLNOTS plus trainers. So really good network. So if you're ever unsure about something in the training, or you might see a coin that looks good, you might post in the group, hey, XRP is running, what are your thoughts? People come back to you and they're like, that looks good, that doesn't, I would enter here, I'd wait for this. It's just a really good support network. Let's get to the true money. The true money is here. This is your HODLnator. Now, this is my trading view, and it might look quite complicated at first, but everything you see on here, from the Bollinger Bands to your moving averages to the Ichimoku cloud, everything will make sense once you complete the course. And all of these things are telling you something about this coin. But regardless of everything that you see on this screen, you've got these sells and buy tags. Now, if we just go through the history of this coin, this was on the 5-minute. You had a sell up here at about 34 cents. You had a buy here at about 31.5 cents. Sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy. These are 5, 10, 15% moves, especially this one here, that you can do time and time again. And you know what the beauty is? You can tell your trading view to alert you when these buy and sell tags pop up. And you can just trade the market like this all day. Sometimes you get a quick buy like this. This does happen, but you always set a stop loss on your position. So you might enter here, you have your stop up here, you get your sell, you've not taken a loss. But if you look at the accuracy here, and I'll show you a live example if you guys want, the buy and sell tags that the HODLnator produces are 97% accurate, which is incredible in a market that's this volatile. And the beauty is, even if you don't understand all the indicators, you still get this indicator for the rest of your life. And I'll show you why that's valuable. In summary, again, Bitcoin TAF is free to join. I've only shown you 2 subscriptions here tonight. It's really good to use the long-term trade reports in conjunction with your HODLNOTS scalp trading knowledge, because the long-term trade is going to show you where the market's going, and the scalp trading sort of gives you more reassurance. If you know the market's heading in the upwards direction, then you know that your scalp trading is going to be very, very rewarding. Again, knowledge is power, and being able to make informed decisions in the market that is about to explode. You've got to remember the official stats that were released in August from finder.com was that Australia is leading the charge of English-speaking nations with 17% crypto adoption. That is not even the early majority. That is still in your early innovative stage. So this market is here to stay, and it's going to explode. There is too much use case behind a lot of the blockchain technology now, and they're going to revolutionize the world. The paid subscriptions are very reasonable for what you get, very reasonable. Your long-term trade reports is $49, and your HODLNOTS scalp trading is $4.95 US, which sounds like a lot, but my second trade after completing the course, I earned $800 in about 5 minutes. So I more than paid for the course, and that's 800 US dollars. I paid for the course in my second trade. So $4.95 sounds a lot, but in terms of cryptocurrency trading, it's very, very cheap, especially for what you get. Bitcoin TAF is so easy to use, whether you want to grow your referral base or just receive the information that they provide. You know, the ball's in your court. You can earn an income from this, or you can simply profit from the information they provide. Sign up is free. And all we need to get you registered, because it's referral based, all I need is your name and email address. I'll post this link in there if anyone's interested in signing up. And that is pretty much it for the presentation. So I'm happy to take any questions. Before I do so, what I might do is I should give you a live example of the HODLnator. So we look here. All right, this is Bitcoin. I'll just get rid of this line. Okay, so I'll turn the HODLnator on. And if we go back here, this was your all-time high in Bitcoin. This was on the 12th of April this year, when Bitcoin was sitting at around 64, 65,000. You got this sell tag. Now this sell tag would have stopped you from losing 26%, okay? You know, 26%, if you're playing with 100 grand, that's $26,000 it would have saved you. When the rest of the market at this point in time was so bullish, everyone was calling for Bitcoin at 100,000. This would have protected you from losing 26%. You then got this buy tag, which is this candle here. Oh. You would have made 22%. So you've saved 26%, made 22%. This is where your money really lies. This sell here, this was essentially the end of the bull market. That was a 50% drop. That sell candle would have saved you 50%. So all up between the two drops that Bitcoin faced in about a month, you would have taken a 70% hit on your portfolio. This would have protected a 70% loss. This is why the HODLnator is so valuable. You know, another thing, the market went in this sideways movement for literally months. This was, when was this? 19th of May to the 20th of July. It went in the sideways movement. This buy tag would have allowed you to make 65% in Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes up 65%, then your altcoins always do better than Bitcoin. Bitcoin's like your safe. It's your store of value almost, where your altcoins are sort of more of your gamble, but you get higher returns. You would have made 65%. And I'll leave it here. You can see that there is a sell tag in play with no buy tag. I won't say anything more, but just heed warning of this. No buy tag yet to be seen. But essentially, that's the presentation, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll take your details, Matthew, and I'll get you signed up, and I'll send you an onboarding email soon. But yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know. Part of that onboarding email is I sort of go over what's included in the HODLNOTS course, how you sign up, how to pay, that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's it for the presentation, guys.
Darren, can you, sorry, it's Artie here. Can you just go back before you turn the HODLnator on?
Yeah.
You were on a screen, which is, it looked like a normal trading view screen.
Yeah, okay. So is this what you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is your standard trading view without any indicators.
Okay, and so the HODLnator, how many indicators have they got in the HODLnator? 15, is it?
I think it's about 15. So you've got all of these, your EMAs, 721, 55, 100, the 200. The lagging span, which is part of the Ichimoku cloud. You've got your Bollinger Bands, your TD sequential. Yeah, so that's what's built into it.
All right.
As well as that, you also use, this is your divergence indicator, but it's actually an RSI. It just shows you your hidden and your bearish and bullish divergences. And then you've got your MACD, and that's another one as well.
Oh, yes, I see the stochastic and the MACD volume. Is the That almost looks like a money flow index.
Which one's that?
Oh, it's the divergence. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. So this is your typical RSI. It just shows you the divergences when they appear. So, I was watching this. I saw this first divergence and I saw the second one. This is a triple bearish divergence on the daily chart for Bitcoin. That's a very bearish sign. And look what happened. Look at that drop there. This went from 51 or, oh no, it was 52.8 down to 43 in one candle. So,
Yeah,
it's things like
it
that.
shows it's oversold. So
That's it.
yeah,
It's like a triple bearish divergence. It's a very strong bearish sign. So, and you could see that play out there. That was a 10,000 drop in Bitcoin. It's things like that that the course sort of teach you. They don't really teach you about the bearish and bullish divergences, but you sort of take the knowledge you get in your course and then you'll go look for more knowledge.
yeah,
But yeah, it's so powerful. I did the course in August. My best trade to date, and I don't trade with a lot of money. I think this was about $1,500, $2,000, was 811 US dollars profit in 5 minutes. And
yeah.
that was a coin called True. And like if that coin that day went up 460%, crazy.
Nice.
So if I had more of a longer term perspective and I was maybe trading it by the hour, I would have made a lot more money. But banking 111 US dollars in 5 minutes is pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. And for those, I guess, that don't have trading background,
Yep.
the HODLnator is really red or green in this instance. You won't understand any of the others, but the red and the green buy and sell signal is what's of value here.
Well, they go and take people that have zero trading knowledge, don't even have an exchange account, and they will take you. And by the end of the 2 weeks, you will know what every single one of these things mean. You go
Yeah,
from no trading knowledge is required. I had a fair amount of trading knowledge, but seriously, no trading knowledge required, and you will learn what all of these mean. Like if I was to do some analysis now, this is the daily chart.
yeah,
This white line here is your bottom of the Bollinger Band, and this is the top of the Bollinger Band. You see how we're getting close to the bottom, and the bottom is starting to open up to the downside?
yeah,
That's sort of like a bearish sign. You see, let's open it up a bit. You see how the orange line is very difficult to see.
yeah,
It's actually pointing down. It's been hidden by that candle, but it's pointing down. This pink candle is about to follow. What else we have? Your RSI pointing down, your MACD pointing down, plus it's printing stronger selling bars. This is sort of showing me that there's more downside in Bitcoin.
yes,
You've got this purple line here. Wendy calls it the Barney. It's a nickname. It's actually called your lagging span, and essentially it's a lagging indicator. In whichever directions that the purple line is pointing in, is sort of showing you what the next candle will print. And this is almost straight down.
right.
It's just things like that. You will learn like these lines when they cross each other, what they mean, what the price should do. You learn things like your golden cross, your death
Yeah,
cross, your theta crosses, all of these different things. And you start looking for those in coins. And then you trade by that. So it's not just the buy and sell tags. They are amazing, don't get me wrong. You can simply just use the buy and sell tags, especially on the longer time frames. Like even if we look here, this got that sell. This was that day. This is that triple bearish divergence. This was when that completed, and this was the sell, the $10,000 drop. This got that. This would have stopped you. This would have stopped if you had, a whole Bitcoin. This would have stopped you from losing $10,000 or a 20% drop.
yeah,
And you get this tool for the rest of your life. Like it's incredible. You can actually see here, this is on the 4-hour chart for Bitcoin. The candles are actually outside the Bollinger Band. That's very, very bearish. That's showing you that Bitcoin's in a weak sort of state. You can see how the candle stayed within the Bollinger Band here. It was sort of being held by the top band. That's sort of like a healthy uptrend. But when you have this sort of action where they go outside of the Bollinger Band, very, very showing that the coin's weak. You certainly wouldn't be entering a trade right now, especially like a longer trade. And if you look here, you can see like all of these coins here. These are your standard spot coins. They're all negative. These are those other coins I explained at the start, where if the market goes down, these coins appreciate. So that's why these are green. Any other questions?
No, that's a great cover off on those indicators. Thank you.
You honestly learn so much. I seriously highly recommend it. I'm not paid to endorse the company. I'm good friends of Marius and Wendy, and it's truly powerful. And that's why Aaron asked me to present. It's, you know, especially with the current economic climate with lockdowns, no matter if you're an employee or a business owner, you know, you can trade while you're locked down at home. You can earn an income. You know, that's powerful. You know, with what's going on with the state government and the federal government stopping people from earning a living, earning money, this allows you to earn money anytime, any day. I was trading during lockdown. It was the best thing I ever did. You know, I don't need to work for Pipdal, but I do because I have a passion for blockchain technology, and that's sort of what Pipdal is about. So that's why I'm still here. Otherwise, I would trade full time like my roommate does.
So you're also saying, Darren, like because there's quite a few in our network already in the Pipdal.
Yeah.
Would be best for them just to sign up. Yeah.
Yeah. We got 50 or so members signed up to Bitcoin TAF now. Pipdal members.
Cool.
Kelvin, who's in this presentation, he's just completed. He graduated last Thursday for the month of September's HODLNOTS.
Congratulations, mate. Because I have seen some of these. There's quite a few of these trading platforms going on at the minute, but most of them, what I've seen, don't have all those key indicators for people to trade on. So like they should got a guess.
Yeah, like I can tell you now, I'm not lying. I have spent $1,200 on Market Cipher, which is one of the leading indicators that you can buy, but you get no training with it. So you have to interpret what the indicator is telling you. And without training, you're never going to be as good as if you do have training. It's just a simple fact. So yeah, it was essentially a waste of money. It really was. You know, on my second trade after doing this course, I made $800 and I paid for my course plus had pocket money. And then all I do is I set trading targets. You know, the PS5 came out and I wanted a PS5. So I set a target of making 1,000 Aussie dollars. Bang, hit my target, bought myself a PS5.
Beautiful.
You know, the dryer died on us. So we wanted to get a nice new dryer. So I set a target, $1,500, hit the target, bought the dryer.
Well, that's an expensive dryer. That's an expensive dryer.
Yeah. We've got a small apartment where I'm moving. So we wanted a heat pump.
Nice.
But yeah.
Darren, you've got two Bitly addresses there. Can you just explain the difference between the two?
So the first one is a Google form that I've set up. It just collects your first name and your email. That's all I need to sign you up to Bitcoin TAF. And the second one is just a sheet, like a brochure almost, that Bitcoin TAF has prepared themselves, just sort of explaining a little bit more about the affiliate revenue plan and how you can earn money and that sort of stuff.
Right.
That's sort of how you can earn money in that second link. Once I sign you up, I'll send you a link on what's involved in the course, what's taught each day, start dates, just more information like that.
Great. A question for Calvin, the recent graduate of HODLNOTS.
Yep.
What's your experience, Calvin, if you don't mind sharing?
I was just a little bit of a small time equity and forex trader, and then Bitcoin came along and I got some personal use out of it myself, but I needed training because you too much miss and not enough hit on your runs and such. Like days like today, if you're not expecting them, you're going to lose a lot of money because the whole market's really hit the bottom at the moment for today's trading anyway. So I took this course because I come into Pivotal Wealth Management. I'm a licensee with them.
Right.
And part of that was that paid for the course as well.
Great.
And I was interested in trading cryptos. I'm still am. So I'm really, you might say, a learner at the HODLNOTS. But I'm getting to see how it works. And yes, there's some pros and cons, but that's only on my side of it. That's I think it's worth the experience for sure, especially if you want to earn a little bit of money on the side. I haven't got the big money that Marius and Wendy play around with, but you can still make $100, $200, $300 a day or a week, depending on what your bank is. So yeah, here's hoping that I can learn it properly.
Yeah.
You just gotta basically do exactly what they say, and once because it'll take a while to learn it, and you just got to keep working at it. And then if your stuff is trade up, you just go back to the alternator and work out where you went wrong. And normally it's you didn't have an indicator or something in the right spot at the time. So you've got a few things you've got to look at. So if you don't line them up, you could do yourself a misfortune. Yeah. So, but yeah, trading's trading. It's how would I put it this way? It's something that you've got to. If you're not prepared to lose something, it's like gambling. If you're not prepared to lose it, shouldn't be in it. Simple as that.
Yeah, I agree.
But on the course itself, I wasn't able to go to all the live shows, but they do the recordings of those shows, and you get them on the website for life as well as the HODLNOTS. So all those courses are recorded, and you can go back and watch them anytime. You got what they call the main courses plus the coffee chats. But the live trading ones on the second week, they don't give you those ones. But what they do is each time they have a course, they update those lessons for you. Apparently, that's the way they said it. That the ones that you went in, I think they update those the way they were talking. So you might, once again, if you go back and watch those, you may still learn a little bit more. But yeah, it's going to take time. There's a lot of people out there who I've run across in my course that I don't think they've done any trading at all. If any, I don't think they've done much at all, if any, basically. But they're learning, and they know they just have to follow the instructions and follow the HODLNOTS. And really, there's one thing you need to learn, which I am very, very short on, and that's patience.
Very true.
That's probably my biggest downfall is my patience. So I've got to work on that because, being a gambler and whatever, you got to get rid of that patience. Be patient.
Yep. There's three things.
If the HODLNOTS says it's not there, the trade's not there. Simple as that. Yeah,
that's right. Patience, greed, and discipline are three concepts that you have to learn very well when it comes to this. Greed never pays, unfortunately. You got to stay disciplined.
And I greed doesn't pay because it hadn't paid me.
And patience is, like today's when Bitcoin's on a downtrend, unfortunately, you're not going to have altcoins moving. It's just that simple. But, watch what happens overnight. Bitcoin may go to 43,000. It may find support here and go back up to 50. But if it does that, watch those altcoins will go nuts. And that's where you make the money.
I actually thought I had one here while I was watching you, Daniel.
Really?
Darren, but it was only a couple of bars and someone decided to change and go down south. So It
Yeah, see,
doesn't take much.
Bitcoin's not stable.
Have a good candle. But you got to watch the key. The key that I found out is that if you find 2 green bars and they're level, and the next one comes out, more than likely that's going to go down. There's a good
See,
chance that you're going to get a drop or some sort of retrace.
I'll show you something here. I've just seen. This is Bitcoin on the 1 hour. This green line is your 55 moving average. So essentially what that means is this will take into account the average of the previous 55 candles.
Darren, what's the red line?
That is your 200 moving
200.
average.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Thereabouts across, yeah.
Yeah, see this, they teach you, it's not an industry term, but it's called a theta death cross. So that's essentially when your 55 goes beneath the 200, and that's not a good sign. If we flip this to the half an hour where this happened earlier, this was your theta death cross here. Look what happened. Big drop.
Yeah.
And now your 1 hour, which is a fairly significant time frame, this candle completes in 4 minutes and 40 seconds, which might give it the legs to go under in the next 1 or 2 candles. If that completes, then Bitcoin's going to have more downside.
Yeah.
Very simple.
I don't like what Barney is either.
Barney, yeah.
I
See,
don't
your
like where
Ladman
Barney is
span.
either.
No, see, that's very bad. See, Barney has gone from being above the Bollinger Band over here to going through the Bollinger Band and beneath it. So that's not a good sign at all. For this coin to start looking positive, this line would have to go all the way through and above, which is going to take hours.
I reckon one of the best signs of knowing an uptrend is when Barney is above the cloud.
Yeah. Very true. This is your cloud. It's red, and you see how sharp it is pointing downwards. Again, very bearish. So, and as we're speaking, like you can see, it's dropping.
Yeah. It's time to dollar cost average in and accumulate a little more.
I sold all my coins today.
Well done.
I'm not holding any coins at all today because of the way the market's been playing around.
Yeah. I'll give you a little tip on what I see. Let's go here. Again, not financial advice, but I obviously get the long-term trade reports from Marius. So I'm combining that with my good friend Alex, who's a very popular day trader. He's the one that wanted to charge me $12,000 for his mentorship. If we look here, Fibs, that's right. You can see how Bitcoin literally touched the golden ratio here and then got rejected, which this also coincided with that bearish divergence. So, I mean, you don't need too much more telltale sign there. Getting rejected there with a triple bearish divergence. Anyone who knows what they're looking for would have exited any positions they had.
That would have been nice to take a margin on that one.
Oh, he did. He shorted.
He did he?
Yeah.
He would have got a bit out of it then.
He hates shorting. He prefers to do longs, but this was too good for him. He's like, this is almost a guaranteed trade.
Yeah.
Where was he? He was in London. He moves around every 6 months, but at the moment he's in Dubai and London, and he went to the Dior shop over there and ended up purchasing 20 pairs of shoes because he made so much money during this short. You know, this was a 20% drop that he did like 15 times leverage. So you can do the math, and he doesn't play with small amounts of money. He plays in the hundreds and, you know, millions of dollars in his leverage positions. So
what exchange is he using? Is it BitMEX or something like that for leverage?
He uses 2. He uses Femex and he uses Bitbee. I've had a play. I don't recommend leverage. Bybit, sorry. Bybit.
Okay.
But even here, I'm on my laptop, sorry, so I have to use my touchpad. This here, this fib level, the 0.05 level.
Yeah.
This morning, I saw that we were struggling and this candle was actually peeking through. And then look what happened. We got rejected. So we're coming all the way down. It's literally nothing for Bitcoin to come and test this level, which is about the 43,000 figure. And that's sort of what I'm expecting Bitcoin to do. you know, with all of those other signs that we saw on the smaller time frames, you sort of expect more downside for Bitcoin. Probably go down here, find support, and then make its way back up to here, rejected. Use that last line. I sort of expect us to go up to about the previous level where we got rejected here, and then come all the way back down to 30. Big call, but that's what the algorithm data is pointing. And you know, if I showed you his latest reports, he had this drop, and then what he had here was about sideways for about 2-3 weeks. And I think, how many days have we gone for? 13 days.
Yeah.
So he sort of saw,
you know, we're also around the 20th, and it's just historical 20th is dips. So
yeah, he sort of said by the end of the month you will have that big downwards movement. So I'm sort of expecting a bit of a bounce back up, rejection, and then a strong move down to 30.
Yeah.
So that might help. Not financial advice, just trying to help people. But you know, it doesn't matter really so much. Yeah, 44,000 down to 30 is still a significant drop, but you know, there's still plenty of upside in Bitcoin this year. Bitcoin will still do really well. I'm 90% confident after the 30 move, you're going to have crazy gains past the all-time high. So it's just, this is what that data is, why it's so important. You combine it with your scalp trading. See, I've got my long-term positions and I've got my scalp trading positions, and I sort of combine and correlate that. And I sort of know I'm out the market. I sold here and I'm waiting for this.
Yeah, correct.
So that's, you know, even if I was just trading Bitcoin, that's gone from 50, just shy of 53, and I'll be buying in sub 30. You know, I'm almost doubling my portfolio for sitting outside the market. And then what's to come after that, you know, I don't want to throw targets out, but if you look at the next golden ratio here, you're sitting in that 90K region.
Yeah.
And I know anyone can speculate on Bitcoin's price. Who knows? That's just, these things sort of like to play out. And you can see picture perfectly how it got stopped here. But yeah, if that, hopefully that helps.
No, I appreciate that. That's great.
Any further questions, guys?
Not from me.
All right, I will get you guys signed up for the ones that registered, and I'll probably send you that onboarding email tomorrow morning.
So do we need to go to that bit.ly address to put in anything, or you're going to do that?
I've got yours and Matthew's details there, so you guys don't need to.
Okay, great.
Awesome.
Yeah, free to sign up. You've got till about the 2nd of October before you need to sign up if you're interested in the next scalp trading course. Otherwise, if you sort of want to take a break or just sort of get a feel for Bitcoin TAF, pay for 1 month of the long-term trade reports and see how that goes for you. See how powerful the data is. If you're confident, if you're happy with that, then look into the HODLNOTS scalp trading. That sort of that will actually get you into the trading game.
Yeah.
Marius has got a discount on it at the moment, hasn't he?
I'm not sure.
I reckon he was. You can get a 12-month. 12 months was about 1,200, and I think it's down to 559 US. I reckon that's what the website said for 12 months.
So if you pay 12 months, it's 600 US.
Yeah,
which is all payable in crypto too. I don't know, you know, Matthew or Artie, if you are currently invested in the market, but paying in crypto is amazing, especially if you're in profit because you're mitigating your tax.
Yeah.
You know, legally, you can spend $10,000 of your crypto gains tax-free, as long as you're doing it on personal items. And you could justify that. That's an education expense.
Yeah.
So it's a great way of mitigating tax. And plus, you know, you're investing in future profit because if you get that algorithm data, like Marius is predicting a drop to about 28, and it can happen any day now, more than likely closer to the end of September. But, you know, you can see that Bitcoin's quite weak. I showed you that Bitcoin's not looking strong right now. That can save you a lot of money. So that $500, $600 per year is worth its weight in gold, really. So yeah,
Awesome. Well, thanks, Darren.
no worries. I'll send you the details tomorrow. My contact number and my email will be on there. So if you guys have any further questions or if you need help during your course, just reach out. Always happy to help.
Great.
If
If
Appreciate
you're
it.
local, come see me in the office.
Will
All
do.
right. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
All right.
There's all.